So welcome back to the video again. So this is the part 2 of MMPC 009, MMPC 009 MBA IGNOU exam, question paper analysis and discussion. So I have uploaded the part 1 of this video where we are discussing the block 1, the first and second units, most important topics and how to write their answers. So I have put that video in the YouTube channel. So please do refer it. So we are going to look at the rest of the topics in MMPC 009 MBA examination. So the next important topic for that particular unit is intermittent versus continuous flow process. So there are different flow processes which is intermittent and continuous flow process. So what's the difference between intermittent versus continuous flow process? So in intermittent flow process, that is batch or job shop, a process where production is not continuous. Workflow is intermittently through department or work centers depending on the product being made. So production occurs in lots or single items. So in intermittent product, as the name states, in intermittent flow process, it is not continuous. The work flows intermittently through departments or work centers. So the different departments would be dealing with the different things of that particular process. So it would be flowing through the different departments or work centers depending on the product being made. So the characteristics of the intermittent flow is that it is wide variety of products or customs order would be there. General purpose flexible machines would be used. It is process or function layout preferred. Variable and complex routing. High WIP, work in progress inventory, complex scheduling. Workers reduce as workers require broad skills. Okay. So what is continuous flow process? Earlier we discussed intermittent flow process. Now we discuss continuous flow process. In continuous flow process, it's mainly mass production. Situations where facilities are standardized as a routing and flow, since inputs are standardized and a standard set of process and sequence can be adopted continuously. Okay, so in mass production, what kind of process we use? Continuous flow process. In batch or job shop production, what kind of process we use? Intermittent flow process. So the points that we write for batch or continuous can be employed here also. So you should remember what kind of flow process is intermittent. It is in a batch or shop production, and what kind of process is continuous flow process. It is mass production. So in continuous flow process, as we discussed, it is a mass production. So the advantages of continuous flow is it is uniform quality control. Through repetition, automated time control, reduced labor contact, minimum work in progress due to sequence balancing, reduced material handling, simplified production control, low overhead per unit, quick heal on return. Okay. The next one is disadvantages of continuous flow. It is very rigid. It is high initial capital investment is needed and cannot accommodate product variety, monotonous work and so you just learn a set of advantages and disadvantages for mass production and batch production, which can again be used in this like intermittent flow process and continuous flow process. Next is facilities location. So facilities location has been asked in December 2024, 2022 and June 2023. So facilities location, here we are discussing when, why and how. So facility location is a strategic decision of selecting the geographic site for a production or service facility to minimize total production and distribution cost. So when does a location decision arise? So when we are launching a new business or product line, we should need a particular location for the production. Okay, then existing facility has become inadequate. Like if a particular location we are producing something, but we are looking forward for the new varieties of production, but the particular location is not good at producing the new things, so we need to upgrade it, right? The third one, labor, material, or utility cost become non-competitive. Like if there is a place A and place B, in place A the costs are very high. So obviously we would be thinking of moving towards place B, so that here all the labor, material and utility cost would be lesser. So we would be obviously moving from A to B, or political or social changes make current location favorable. This all you can understand. So I'm just reading it and going. Lease expiry, market shift, acquisition of new markets, new economic, social, legal, or political factors that might emerge. So there are like four main steps in facility location study. The one first step is determine the type of facility, like what kind of facility you want. Do you want a manufacturing facility, warehouse facility, or service center facility? And the second one is identify the general regions, like analyze the broad geographic area. And third one, like community or city selection, narrow down to specific communities. Fourth one is site selection, evaluate specific plots or land. So these are the steps in location study, facility location study. First, we have to determine the types of facilities. Second, we have to identify the general regions. Third, we have to identify the community or city selection. Fourth one is like size selection. Key factors in location decision. So regional and national factors are like proximity of raw materials, proximity of markets, like availability of labor, like skilled and unskilled labor availability, transportation facilities, power and water supply, government policies and incentives, climate conditions. In community or side factors, what we have to analyze community facilities, like is there a schools, hospitals, housing for the that can be used by the laborers and employers, and what is the local tax structure, land cost, availability, zoning regulations, attitude of community towards the industry. Like if you all know that, like if there is an industry which causes a lot of pollution, that community might not be behaving in a good way towards the industry. There might be protests and a lot of clashes that would be going on. So, and also the competitors' location. So, quantitative techniques for location. We can use these four techniques for finalizing the location. So, the first one is factor rating method. Second one is locational break-even analysis. Third one is center of gravity method. Fourth one is linear programming. In factor rating method, we assign weight to factors, rate each location, select the highest score. In location break-even analysis, we find the location with the lowest total cost and expected volume. And in third is center of gravity method. We minimize the transportation cost based on the geographic coordinates. And fourth one is linear programming for complex multi-facility location decision. So in the question 2 of the December 2024 question paper, there was a statement: rural areas are good for large plants, semi-urban areas for medium-sized plant, and urban areas for small-scale plants. So maybe like the question might be to explain why it is like this. So this is because in rural we can have cheap land, labor, space for large operation. In a semi-urban, we can have moderate infrastructure, growing connectivity. In urban, the proximity to markets and skilled labor services, but expensive lands use small operation only. Okay. So, as an exam tip, location break-even analysis is recurring short not topic. So, refer break-even analysis. Remember that plot fixed cost for each location as horizontal lines and variable cost slopes. The intersection points show the break-even volume. So if you actually refer to the break-even analysis topic, you might understand the sentences that I have put over here. If you need more explanation, please do comment. So I will just put in the comments or put in another short video for break-even analysis. So next one is unit 4. In unit 4, the first and major topic is facilities layout and material handling. So in plan layout, a plan or the act of planning an optimum arrangement of facilities including personal operating equipment, storage space, material handling and all others is supporting services along with the design of the best structure to contain these facilities. That is meaning of plan layout. You doesn't want to learn it by heart, just understand the things. Okay. Since plan layout means like what all machines should be kept wherever, like when we build a house, we just need a plan to build, right? So that is plan layout. So since the layout once implemented cannot be easily changed and cost of changes are substantial, plan layout is a strategic decision. Objectives of a good plan layout: overall simplification of production processes, better equipment utilization, fewer delays, integration of men, materials, machines, and supporting activities, minimization of material handling cost, saving inflow space, effective space utilization, increased out, reduce work in progress inventories, better supervision and control, worker convenience, improved morale and safety, minimization of waste, higher productivity, avoid unnecessary capital investment, higher flexibility and adaptability. So the causes or types of layout problems are change in problem design or introduction of new plan, obsolescence of facilities, change in demand, market changes, competitive cost reduction, frequent accidents, new safety methods, standards should be implemented, decisions to build a new plant. So nature-wise classification for uh, plant layout. The first one would be planning a completely new facility, expanding or relocating the existing, rearrangement of existing layout. So the minor modification is the fourth one. So in the difference between these four, we have discussed. Like the first one is product or line layout. Here machines are arranged in sequence of operations, assembly line. Best for high volume standardized products, mass production, low material handling, less. So if you want the difference between the what is the product layout, what is the process layout, cellular or group layout, or fixed position or project layout, just refer to through this. You can take a screenshot and refer this. Okay, I'm just completing this video as soon as possible because the video is getting very long and you might also be getting bored because of watching this long video. So the next one is difference between central layout, cellular layout and process layout. In cellular or group layout, the machines grouped into cells for a family of similar parts based on group technology concept offers both flexibility and efficiency, high automation possible even with many product types, reduced setup time, less material handling. So in process or function layout, all similar machines in one department, high flexibility for varied order or routines, better machine utilization, complex scheduling, high WIP, long material travel distances. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like and share. Okay, please don't forget that. So flow pattern in layout design. So in this flow, uh, in flow, this I flow is a straight line separating receiving and shipping. L flow, when straight line can't be accommodated. U flow, very popular, combines receiving and shipping at the same end. O flow terminates near when where it originated. S flow, serpentine, when production line is long zigzag pattern. So computerized layout planning, it has been asked for a short note question. Craft full form is computerized relative allocation of facilities techniques. Corelab, computerized relationship layout planning. LDEP, automated layout design programming. In June 2023, question number one asks meaning, objective, and types of plan layout problems. So you should be taking it as a strategic decision with objectives and problem factors. Both are essentially the same answer, including most definition and all objectives and the four types of problem. So this question has been asked, but you have to go for types of plan layout. What are the plan layout definition by the more objectives of the good plan layout, causes or types of plan layout problems, flop patterns also you should concentrate. Okay, the next thing is important topic is material handling systems. It is a short note question and that has been asked for 5 marks. So material handling provides location utility only. It does not add functional or aesthetic value, but it is an element of cost. The aim is to minimize costs associated with moving and handling. Principles of material handling: minimize the handling and eliminate unnecessary moves. Use gravity wherever possible. Handle in bulk or loads. Standardize equipment. Integrate with production plan. Types of material handling equipment. For fixed path, we use conveyors like belt, roller chain, overhead cranes, and hoist pipelines for liquid or gases. So variable path, like we have different paths for transporting this particular products. We use forklift trucks, hand trucks and carts, jeep cranes, and electric hoists. So, as a summary, for Block 1 for MMPC-009, Management of Materials and Machines, we have the first and most important topic priority for mass versus batch production. This has been asked 5 times. As I told, it has been asked in every exam. So, there would be this question present. There is high chance of this question being present in the coming exam also. The second and most important is plan layout. What is the plan layout? Meaning, objectives, types, and problems. It has been asked 4 times. Service versus good production, 3 times. Types of production systems, facility location factors, when techniques, product selection process, strategic versus operational decision. And for short note question and answers, they have asked the job production features, cellular layout versus process layout, locational break even analysis, computerized layout planning, craft, core, lab. So I just want to say that concentrate on these things. Make sure that you refer these all topics before going for the exam. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so I can put more and more YouTube videos for helping you. Thank you.